When I was 12 years old, my parents divorced, and I started down the road like so many others have with a lot of drinking and immorality, and got myself into a lot of trouble through my high school years um, with a lot of DWIs. Every time I got one, I said I couldn't get another one, and then ended up getting another and another. So my life continued on that path, and then I graduated. But right before I graduated, I ended up in a treatment center for alcohol abuse and for all the things that called up to me. And so that was a great experience, in a place of realizing that I had a problem with drinking and a lot of anger and resentment from that time of 12 years old when my parents divorced. So then after I graduated, I turned back into doing a lot of drinking again, and the night me and my buddy Todd was supposed to go out, an old girlfriend called me and wanted to talk about things, and so I went to go see her, and I backed out from that night we went out, and my best friend got killed that night. So I lived with a lot of guilt and a lot of hurt and pain about that particular night, and started just seeking for answers in life. And I saw a movie that asked, what is the truth? And it got me on a journey of saying, what is the truth? So around the age of 21 of all years, when you become legal in the drinking age, I come to that place at a refrigerator at my roommate's house. I grabbed another beer, popped the top, and was ready to, party on again after a girlfriend broke up with me. And I looked at the bottle, and I put the top back on, and I said, I can't do this anymore. And I said, I give my life to you now. And I found the truth that Jesus Christ gave me. His life gave me peace. And shortly after that, I met my beautiful wife, Sean, and we started dating. And after a short time of dating, we got married. But right before that, though, I got one of those tickets in the mail again after I got saved. And they said that, I remember reading in the Bible about this thing called trusting in the Lord. So instead of doing what I used to do, I would get crazy thing, I would get a ticket in the mail, I would go out and get drunk again. Well, this time I said, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try trusting in the Lord. So I did, and guess what happened? I went to the DMV hearing, and they said, we don't know how this happened, but the statute of limitations is going by, and we can't do anything to you. And it showed you what can happen when you trust in the Lord. So as I was saying, shortly after that, I met my wife, and we got married. She had a young daughter, was only 4 months old when I met her, and I adopted her, and we became a family. And then God called us into ministry, and I became a pastor. And we served in the ministry as a youth pastor for a season. And then we had 3 beautiful girls. And then we had a son. His name was Jeremiah. And when my wife was 7 months pregnant, she found out that he had an enlarged heart. And when she gave him birth, he died an hour later. And at a time that so many marriages, actually 90% of marriages divorce that have lose a child. But here we are 28 years later, still married. And what happened, I want to share with so many people that I hope you grab onto this, that run to the Lord during your storms, during your tragedies, and pour your life into Him, and He will give you the strength and the peace and to help you get through this. So after a period of time in the ministry, I got burnt out, and I stepped down. And I felt, the Lord was done with me. 15 years went by. And this particular verse just kept on coming to me, that He who began a good work in you will complete it. And God just kept on stirring on me that He's going to finish what He started in me. So about 7 years ago, I felt God called me back into the ministry. And here it is. I met my wife 28 years ago, and we're ready to celebrate the 29th year of our marriage. And with our lives, we have a new challenge. My wife has been diagnosed with melanoma in her leg. We're getting ready to go to Hershey Medical Center next week, matter of fact, to see what needs to be done. But I want to share all these things with you to let you know all the different things in life. Like the one movie says, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what it's going to give you. And life will give you all kinds of tragedies, triumphs, trials. But through it all, Jesus is there for you through it all. And you run to him and call upon him and know that he is there for you. He's been there for me through all of these things. And if I can say anything to you, press into his presence. Press into his presence. Because back even when my son died, the Lord told me to put this worship CD on and worship him. And when I pressed into his presence, he's shown me majestic things. He's shown me awesome things that I would have never saw without going into his presence. So I encourage you to just put your trust in the Lord. Through all my life, I'm 50. I'm 51 years old now, and through it all, the Lord's been there through me, guiding me and leading me on my journey. And turn to him, and he will lead you and give you his peace and his strength and his comfort on your journey as you pour into him.